Hopes and dreams. I know. I know. But let's see. Let's see. Apparently, it looks like the Pyro Pups are going after Shy Lily. Not a great plan. So let's take a look.
Okay, so it seems that we got a pretty interesting situation regarding Cinder and a lot of her fans that have been kind of going ahead and attacking people, kind of tagging other companies and things in some stuff, which I thought was kind of crazy. Now, essentially, Cinder, if you don't know, is partnered with Supps, who are a massive, massive brand. I am also partnered with.
She is not partnered with them. She is co-owner. That is a very clear distinction that needs to be made. She is not simply a partner. She, along with Shy Lily, Russian Badger, and I'm not sure if there are any others, but are actually co-owners of the company, not simply a partner. So that distinction does need to be made here because co-owner is like a hell of a lot more elevated than simply being partner. Alistair, I do not know what percentage the stake is, honestly. I could not tell you what percentage she has of the company, nor could I tell you what percentage Shy Lily has or Russian Badger. I just know that they are partial co-owners. All three of them are part owners of Gamer Supps. Sheemison, it might be fairly good. Although, honestly, I'm a little surprised it hasn't already been done. Realistically, not realistically, but honestly, I'm kind of surprised that she hasn't been forced out already. Maybe GamerSops is hoping that the stuff with Cinder dies down and she can come back and then she wouldn't need to be forced out. Well, no, Revan, you are correct. It would require the board to do it. It's just surprising they haven't already done it. That it's surprising that moves have not already been made to attempt to do so.
Them, they've been great, and obviously, yeah, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there, which I, shield pretty much in every single one of my videos. And obviously, Cinder is a co-owner or a partial owner of Gamer Supps,
okay,
and
he did say it.
It's been pretty rocky, especially whenever
He
it comes to her involvement with it due to a lot of the drama that has gone on. And also, it seems like a lot of people have been going after Gamer Supps recently, especially with a lot of the stuff that happened with Kiosha and some other VTubers as well, with people calling them to drop them. Now, the best thing about Gamer Supps is they don't really care about this like random internet Twitter drama, so they...
Which is fucking based. That's the one thing. This is the first person that I've heard say something about that. Is that with all this fucking Twitter drama, like all the shit with Kirsche, where you had Vice, where you had that radical activist rate hit pieces on Kirsche, trying to shame Gamer Supps into dropping Kirsche. You've had other content creators that not so subtly said that they were ending their partnership with, yes, I know. Well, I wasn't sure if he was going to be bringing anything up. I will move out of his way. But you've got, you've got other content creators, other partners that said that they were dropping their partnership with Gamer Supps, not so subtly because of Kirsche, and Gamer Supps said, we don't fucking care. This is bullshit Twitter drama. Our company, it's not impacting our company. Well, and that's the thing, Revan. My guess is she has not been damaging their profits. That is my guess. That's probably why she's not been forced out, because the one reason oh my God, excuse me. The one reason I can think of why she has not been forced out yet is because the drama that occurred with her has not affected their profit margins yet. I'd say you're absolutely right. Once it affects the profit margins, that's when they're going to really make moves and actively try to maybe boot her out, or the same with any other content creator. If some of the content creator is so toxic that it is affecting their sales, they will end the partnership. Well, Revan, that is a distinct possibility. We will have to wait and see if and when she comes back what that does.
they actually, you know, wait for a lot of people to end up leaving their contracts, or if gets really, really bad, then maybe they'll do something. But again, that's a very, very rare case, which I don't think I've ever seen before. But essentially, what's happened is obviously, you know, Gamer Supps have actually pulled up to TwitchCon, you know, and I feel like that's a pretty common thing, and you know, it's just a normal booth. You know, Gamer Supps always turn up to things like this where they promote their Gamer Supps and just just kind of sell stuff. And obviously, as you can see here, there's a very noticeable difference to some of the banners which you would usually see at some of the other ones. Is
sideways here. Yeah, Naga, you're right. Tornado. She can't speak up. Cinder is in a position now where if she were to speak, I would say she can. You know, she probably has not said anything, because I would wager that if she speaks up and reaches out to her community publicly and says, "Don't do this," she will get absolutely dogpiled by everyone, saying to the effect of, "Shut the fuck up, you backstabbing bitch." So Cinder's in a position right now that if she says anything to her community, the whole rest of the internet instantly jumps on. And to say that the not the best, but the only course of action to minimize any damage to her brand is to remain silent. That's basically the only option she has to keep the damage to a minimum. Oh no, RPX, she has not been forgotten about, and she's not going to be forgotten about. The VTubing community is pretty tight. And when someone in the VTubing community commits a backstabbing of this degree and is outed so publicly, they don't forget. It begs the question if she's ever going to be able to make a return, which I don't know. And Leo, I could not tell you. I have not had either, although my Gamer Supps that you guys got from me on the throne has shipped, so I should be receiving that hopefully soon, and I will be able to tell you how good the Gamer Supps is hopefully soon.
Is the fact that Cinder has been very massively left out here. Now, I think any normal person could realize the fact of, you know, why they've done this, and I feel like the reason they've done this is because of the drama. You know, it's one thing, you know, kicking someone from Gamer Supps, but it's also another thing leaving them out of a promotion. I think leaving them out of a promotion for the first couple of months or so, especially whenever, you know, they're not even active on their accounts anymore, is totally fine. I mean, you know, they've been involved in a big controversy. You don't want them to be on the banner of it, but also you don't want to get rid of them as a partner just yet, which again, I think is, you know, the best way to go about it. Now, some people are mad at the fact that, you know, obviously you can see that the people that they've added onto this banner is Bao, Nanolus, Silverveil, and also Shylily, which I think is kind of funny. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's just some VTubers on a banner, and there's been many Cinder fans getting annoyed about this due to the fact of, you know, Cinder's uninvolvement and the fact of the involvement of some of the people that were affected by the Cinder drama. And obviously, yeah, people were kind of getting mad about that online, and the fact that, you know, Gamer Supps would dare to get rid of Cinder, especially whenever she's so heavily controversial. Which, again, it's just a normal company move. I don't see what people expected to happen, you know. It's not like they're just going to start
If the Pyro Pups did not expect this to occur with Gamer Supps after this scandal, because this actually was a scandal. If the Pyro Pups did not anticipate this happening, they needed a reality check. They needed a significant reality check of, dude, Cinder was outed as being a backstabber, as being a liar, as betraying every single one of the people she claimed to be friends with. You know, she drove an artist into depression. And I think Nanolus was actually like feeling physically ill because of what Cinder tried to do. Like, there should be no surprise that Cinder was left out of all the promotional material. There should be zero surprise whatsoever. And Pyro Pups, if you're surprised by this, I'm sorry, you need a reality check. This is not how life works, you know? And Duran, a better question, if they're going to be going after Shy Lily because she's part of promotion on this, Shy Lily is also co-fucking owner. Of course she's going to be promoting the brand that she is part owner of. My suspicion is going into this is like, Shy Lily probably did promotions for it, and the Pyro Pups are going to go after her saying, well, why didn't you talk about Cinder? Why didn't you stick up for Cinder? Why didn't you demand Cinder be a part of this? It's like, guys, get a fucking clue. Your VTuber massively fucked up. She's staying radio silent because I'm guessing she's hoping she can try and come back. The Pyro Pups making a fuck ton of noise and attacking another VTuber that was a victim of Cinder is the dumbest fucking thing you can do. It is the absolute dumbest thing you can do by going after someone that Cinder betrayed and who is also co-owner of Gamer Supps. It looks very poorly on your community. It really does.
Plastering Cinder all over all of the kind of banners and stuff, despite all of the things that have happened. So again, you know, I thought that was a little bit weird. But essentially, we move on to another situation as well, involving kind of a lot of the TwitchCon stuff that's been going on at the moment. And this is a post of someone atting Gamer Supps. They say, so at Gamer Supps, I'm curious why you allow one of your co-owners at Charlie Lee Twitch to have a paid employee running around TwitchCon in a shirt that is clearly an attack on another one of your co-workers. Isn't that a pretty terrible look for you? Now, obviously, they actually put...
Yeah, I want to see this shirt. I want to see the shirt that they're claiming is clearly an attack on... Oh, I think I remember the shirts in question. I think it was something like, it was saying like, it's just business. The shirt says like, it's just business or something. I'm pretty sure that's the shirt he's talking about.
The post here, I think they actually got blocked by this person. But yeah, they say here, this is Pierre, who is I think, editor for Shy Lily. And yeah, obviously they're...
Oh wait, there we go.
Editor,
it is better to remain silent and appear a fool, than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Shy Lily probably took this approach.
Very likely. Very likely.
Very heavily involved.
There's nothing wrong with this shirt. Cinder fucked up. Okay? Cinder fucked up big time. Because, and her line was, it's just business. You know what? If Cinder's gonna say it, then she can receive it. The fact of the matter is, if Cinder can say it, she can receive it too.
And they're wearing a shirt which is called It's Just Business. Now, if you don't know the context of It's Just Business, this was a quote pretty much taken from, I think, Redacted or Cinder, from a lot of these screenshots that have come out, saying it's just business. And obviously, you know, that was the response that came out. And people were making a lot of fun of it because, you know, they're trying to make something positive out of a bad situation. Because it's pretty terrible to be saying it's just business whenever it comes to your own friends and kind of backstabbing your friends. I mean, you know, that's terrible. And I think making a joke out of it and making memes out of it is actually probably one of the best ways to cope with this happening. Because let's be real, Shy Lily was the one of the ones that was personally affected by this situation. So I think she has more than enough kind of, I guess, what you call it, I forgot, like, permission, I guess, to use this meme or to use this joke, because she was one of the main ones that were, you know, personally affected by this. Now, obviously, as you can see here, yeah, they're going around giving out some Shy Lily V cards, which essentially are signed by her. And people are mad at the fact that this editor was running around with this shirt on, which, again, they're saying, you know, where did you get this shirt? I printed it on some website. And obviously, this person is pretty...
Wait. Let's see, how much do I have to convince you to talk to Lily to sell that shirt? I bet you could probably find this summer. But I'm sorry, it's like, Pyro Pups, deal with it. This is literally a deal with, you know, put the shades on and deal with it scenario. Flat the fuck out. It is. This is just a fucking deal with it, bitch. You fucked up. Now you gotta deal with it. That's it. And if you can't deal with it, I'm sorry for you. You grow up. The Pyro Pups, you need to grow up. That's just it.
You know, where did you get this shirt? I printed it on some website. And obviously this person is pretty mad at this. And they say, Cinder don't care, bro. It's just business. And they say, could really care less if Cinder cares or not. I'm not a fan of Cinder, which I've said a bunch of times now, because that is all your simps can say to anyone who disagrees to it.
My bullshit meter just went into overdrive. Absolute bull fucking shit. I could care less if Cinder cares or not, and I'm a fan of Cinder, then why are you saying it? If you don't care if Cinder cares or not, and if you're not a fan of Cinder, why are you saying something? Huh? Why the hell are you even saying anything if you don't care and you're not a fan of Cinder? So the bullshit meter just broke on that statement. You are simping the fuck out of Cinder right now. You are praying that she comes back so you can try and slide into her DMs and go, see, Queen, I defended you on Twitter. I told people to stop being mean to you. See, my queen, I helped you. Blood? I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell every fucking simp for Twitch streamers. Gamer, she's not gonna fuck you. No matter how much you simp for her, no matter how much you white knight for her, she's not fucking you. Give it up, okay?
All of this BS, which I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I don't think it's a personal attack on Cinder at all. I feel like obviously it's referring to something that Cinder said, but you know, if it said like, if it was like a t-shirt with like Cinder here and saying, I hate her so much or something like that, then yeah, sure, whatever. But it doesn't say that. It's a meme that says it's just business. It's a picture of Shy Lily. Now we all know it's what it's referring to, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's a pretty terrible situation that they're making a joke out of. And I don't think it's anything to, you know, start acting gamer subs about and saying that, oh, they're attacking your co-workers. That's not the case. This is not an attack. This is just a little bit of a meme that's been flying around. They say, it'd be interesting if someone made a t-shirt with the title The Orchestrator. And they say, oh, what if someone posted about a shirt of Lily saying, I keylogged my boyfriends for the meme? Which again, obviously a lot of these Cinder fans are still hung up about that extremely old clip. And they say, how much of a spineless twat have you got to be to make an alt account for this? Tag GS, claim it's an attack, like she dropped some hard slurs or punched Cinder in the face and tried to gaslight them into fearing for their image. Unholy levels of parasocial free for Cinder. You don't research anything, do you? You said many times, I'm not a fan of Cinder, and
you lied. I'm no fan of Cinder and did not like her stream slash clips. The lie detector test determined that was a fucking lie. Bull fucking shit.
Did not like her stream slash clips as part of Buff Pubs and Camilla's community, also accusing me of gaslighting, pointing something out Pierre doing was hilarious, which again, I mean, let's be real, you're a Cinder fan, and like, I think it's very, very obvious here that they are a Cinder fan. I mean,
dude.
If you're not a fan and you're defending this kind of stuff, then why are you doing this? Why is it even worth your time? And I think it's even worse if you're not a Cinder fan, to be honest, because it's just the fact of you're so delusional in general that, you know, you just go ahead and just make a tweet like this. Now, obviously, you keep going saying, stay mad, my friend. We all know Gamer Subs ain't going to do anything. Pierre or Lily. Yep. Also, Pierre is more based to wear that shirt with pride than you'll ever be crying over something like this. And they say, saying that it's been a month and the drama should end. For everyone being able to heal isn't crying. All this, again, they're saying, oh, it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a month. Where is my queen? It's been a month. Just drop it, okay? I want my queen to come back. I want my queen to come back, so just leave it alone. If you gotta keep talking about it, then my queen can't come back. Guys, come on. That's what he's doing.
So the expiry date on this drama, the expiry date on what Cinder did is over now. I mean, this is like an argument that I've seen come up a lot from the Cinder, side, or the Cinder fan side, is the fact that they're saying, oh, well, it's been like a month now, so I think we can let it go. No. Like, you can think about some of the most horrible acts in the world that have happened, and you're gonna be like, oh, well, it's been like 2 months, so we can kind of forgive them now. No. And the same with Cinder as well.
Cinder fucked over a lot of fucking people. See, like, Cinder fucked over a lot of people, so this is not going away. Like, all of the major VTubers were affected by this. Her entire friend group of, 6 or 7 people, she betrayed and backstabbed all of them in multiple and horrible ways. This is not going away. It's absolutely not going away. And when Cinder does return, she is going to get in. Unfortunately, if Cinder does decide to make a return, her first stream is going to be inundated by people hate piling on her, which I don't advocate for. You guys know that. I don't advocate going to anybody's stream and hating on them. And if I find you guys doing it, I will boot the fuck out of you if you do. Remember that. But unfortunately, there are a lot of unhinged people out there. And I can imagine, unfortunately, even if all of the girly pops tell their communities, when Cinder's coming back, if she comes back and all of the girly pops say, do not go fuck with Cinder, you're still going to have a lot that will jump into Cinder's stream when she first comes back and just dogpile it. Unfortunately. Because she fucked up big time. This was not a small thing. Like, Tricky making that comment about Trump way back when, yeah, that was bad. It was. But that was like more broad scope, and realistically speaking, what Tricky said was a drop in the bucket. Realistically, it was just a drop in the bucket. Whereas with what Cinder did is far more personal, and that's why people are remembering. People are remembering this because it was done on a more personal level than something like what Tricky did. Is Cinder betrayed her friends. She stabbed her friends in the back. She screwed over every single one of her friends, or the people that she claimed were her friends. That's what makes this so different. That's what makes it more personal, and it's why people will not forget.
Saying that she committed the most horrible acts, but she still has committed some pretty terrible things behind the backs of her friends and everything like that, which I think, is still bad and shouldn't be forgiven at all. It's not something that we can just forget. It's not something that we can just be like, oh, well, it's been a month now, so we should forgive her. No. And they're saying it's obviously okay if they do that because they hurt a side, and they say, yeah, but Gamer Supps is not hurting this drama, which again, they keep tagging Gamer Supps, which is a very popular thing that these people do for some reason. And people say you're taking this meme way too seriously, which is true. It's just a meme at the end of the day, and I think it's really funny that someone this schizo got triggered by a funny meme. I mean, if, again...
Somebody needs to quote to Blood, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me." Seriously, all of these, weak-kneed little pussies online need to learn about sticks and stones. I feel like these people were not raised with the sticks and stones mantra. Because all they do is get hurt by words. And Bloodier is the perfect example. They were memeing on Cinder and making fun of her. And he's acting like he's got to go on a crusade now. Damer, she made her bed and now she has to shit in it. Okay?
As I said, if it was literally an actual attack on Cinder on a t-shirt, then sure, I can understand their frustration, but at the end of the day, it's a funny meme that Shylily made to make a kind of negative situation, into a positive one.
Cinder will learn that the deepest circle of hell is reserved for traitors and mutineers.
Well said, Jack Sparrow. Well said.
And, this person is just further
Vito,
kind of
there you
spreading
go.
that about, and in turn,
Classic.
spreading a little bit more positivity, which I think, honestly, is a good thing for the community. And, I feel like, Gamer Supps are not going to do anything about this because they are pretty based, and, they know whenever some of this stuff is just stupid and things like that. But yeah, you can see it's got 40,000 views and only 55 likes. That just tells you how much people disagree with this one. But yeah, pretty crazy situation overall. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this, because again, I'm very interested into what you guys actually think about this situation. And yeah, go over to Gamer Supps because again, they are a great company that don't, listen to idiots like this. And yeah, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there at the moment. They got a Lucy Pyre kind of thing going on. So definitely recommend checking that out because I got a couple things from that. And yeah, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, ton of really cool stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all.
We went from sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, to words are violence in like one fucking generation. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, not wrong. You are not wrong. That we did indeed make that leap, which is pretty sad that we had to make that leap. Sucks. But you know what? You know what it means, chat? It means that we have to rise above it. The fact that so many people cannot handle bad words anymore means that we have to continue to rise above it and be better people. Someone wants to say words are violence. Challenge, just say how. How? By saying someone's a big poo-poo head, explain to me how that's violence. Please try and articulate exactly how that equates to violence, and they can't. Words, okay, Nick, when you're talking about from words coming from a person that you care about, someone that is a close friend, family member, someone you love, absolutely, yes, I agree. From a random stranger just going, "You're a big doo-doo head." Nah, we as a people are better than that. We are.